Today's MetroNews television forecast is brought to you by Greer Industries, improving people's lives for more than a century.
Meteorologist Joe Hansel here. New day and a new month. Happy Friday, May 1st. It's been a cold end to a very warm month for us in Charleston. Likely had our warmest April on record. Mean average temp of 62.8 degrees, beating out April of 1954, the warmest one. Records in Charleston since 1901. Had a high of 58 yesterday, well below average for that. 16 degrees below. Average highs around 74. For today, there is going to be enough for a chance of a passing shower yet. Light to moderate rain and a general thunderstorm is possible Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Again, some of us to the east had the frost and freeze. Earlier this week, we had the severe weather and record rain. Today, some general showers and storms are going to be possible, favoring northern West Virginia. Fly CRW forecast, it starts at home on elevated fire danger in areas of Florida today. Very warm, high near 93 in Orlando. Atlanta near 71 with a chance of a shower. From Panhandle to Panhandle, highs near 60 or so. Chance of a passing shower this afternoon, this evening, ending at some point tonight with the possibility of a general thunderstorm, and lows in the mid-30s again tonight. Eastern areas, chance of a shower later in the afternoon and evening, still potentially tonight. So if you're up late, keep your eyes on a radar. Highs ranging from the 40s and 30s this time. In east to western areas, a lot of 60s in here with a chance for a few showers and a thunderstorm. Lows in the mid-30s to low 40s overnight. Still watching potentially some patchy frost for some of us this weekend. And to the south, highs in the ranks of the 60s. Chance of an afternoon shower. Low chance of a thunderstorm. Charleston near 68. 30% chance of a shower today. Weekend mostly dry. Monday is 2. Some frost possible Saturday night. More favored for showers and storms next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. High near 80 on Tuesday.
In 1914, the same year the first commercial flight soared and the Panama Canal opened, Greer Industries was born. Herbert and Agnes Greer began in Morgantown, West Virginia, striking the first pick into the limestone formation that would become the backbone of one of the state's great industrial legacies. From the roads we drive on, the buildings we build, and the communities we serve, Greer Industries has been delivering quality for decades. At Greer Industries, we've been improving lives for more than a century.
Live from West Virginia's capital city with news from across the state. This is MetroNews Midday, presented by Salango Law, with 13 News and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barron and MetroNews' Dave Allen.
Welcome into the 2 o'clock hour, the final day of your work. Well, maybe it's not. It's not really the final day of my work week, unless if you get. It's confusing. It's MetroNews Midday.
MetroNews Midday is presented by Salango Law. SalangoLaw.com. Join in by calling 800-765-8255 or text 304-TALK-304. Let's go live to downtown Charleston. Here's Dave Allen.
Yeah, it's a Friday afternoon across the great state of West Virginia. MetroNews Midday powered by Salango Law. Visit SalangoLaw.com. Ryan Nicholson, our producer today. 1-800-765-TALK. That's the phone number. Or you can text me after 2:30. You can text me anytime. I always have a bank of texts to get to, and I appreciate those. Text line's 304-TALK-304. We'll get to that after the bottom of the hour on Open Line West Virginia. Jack Carlson standing by with our Weekend Sports Blitz. We'll get to him here in just a couple of moments. Lots to talk about in the world of sports. Got Kentucky Derby weekend, of course. You got baseball to talk about. You got, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, NASCAR down in Texas. So we'll get to all that with Jack coming up here momentarily. Big news, though, out of my hometown of Logan, West Virginia. You know, they do a big thing every year, big concert. Well, not just a concert. It's a big 2 or 3 day street festival that they do down there called the West Virginia Freedom Festival. And this thing just gets bigger and better every year. And our flagship in Logan, WVW, reporting that they have just announced that country music singer LeAnn Rimes will be taking the stage for the final night of the concert, or the I don't know, it's more than just a concert, Dave. I've been a part of this. It's a festival. It's a festival, so that's going to be looking for and it's the final night, but it didn't say in the release what the final night is. Whatever, I don't have the dates in front of me, but whatever the dates are for the West Virginia Freedom Festival, LeAnn Rimes is going to be playing there on the final night. And of course, all these fairs and festivals are going to be going big time, with it being the 250th birthday celebration of America. So they're all going to do it right. So Leanne Rimes, and you think about Leanne Rimes, country singer. I mean, she's been around since literally she was 13 years old. She came in with that song Blue, which at that time in the world of country music, not to make this an entire music segment, but at that time, that sound, that old school 50s, 60s Patsy Cline kind of sound really wasn't in vogue that much when she at 13 came out with that song Blue, and that's been, 20 years ago or so, something like that. She's had a bunch of hits since then. How Do I Live? Can't Fight the Moonlight, I Need You, just so many different songs. She's a Grammy Award winner, so she will be playing in Logan at the West Virginia Freedom Festival. I need you over here, sir. Jack Carlson is coming in with our Sports Blitz to give us a preview of the weekend in sports. And it is going to be a busy, busy weekend in sports because we got the Kentucky Derby coming up. We got baseball to talk about, NBA, NHL, and more. Jack Carlson joins us now. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the show.
Good to be with you, Dave.
Making your debut on the Sports Blitz.
Yeah, it's a very big honor for me. I feel like I'm one of those light-hitting guys who maybe get in the lineup on Sunday. Obviously, Daniel Woods, he's your everyday guy. He gets it done. He'll get you hits day in, day out. But sometimes on Sunday, to keep those bench guys fresh, you got to get him in there, get a couple of at-bats. And so I feel like that's my role today.
Well, in the words of one of my all-time favorite movies is Caddyshack, and in the words of Chevy Chase in Caddyshack, when Judge Smale says, "I'm no slouch," and he responds, "No, don't sell yourself short. You're a tremendous slouch." Yeah.
You just referenced one of my dad's favorite movies.
One of my dad's favorite movies. Do you hear this, Ryan? One of my dad's favorite
Caddyshack is
movies.
A classic. My mom hates
yeah, but
the
did
movie.
you have to say one of my dad's favorite movies?
Well, I love it too.
Okay,
I love it too. My dad has gotten me into this movie, and it's really great.
Do I want to know how old your dad is?
My dad, probably about your age, I would say. Yeah.
And what is that?
I would say, well, my dad was, I would say he would be, I don't know, in his 50s. Let's put it that way.
That's a good way to put it. I always, I forget how old I am sometimes until I hang out with, the younger members of the crew. But we got a good young staff here. But if I want to feel younger, I just hang out with Dave Weekly. So we got that going for us. All right. Y'all ready to go here with the weekend in sports?
Absolutely.
All right, Kentucky Derby, and I had a few notes on the Kentucky. Are you a big Derby guy?
I am not, but I do love all the names. Taking a look today in preparation for this, we got some really interesting names this year for the Derby. I was hearing TJ Meadows talk about some of his favorites for it. I mean, obviously Renegade.
Yeah.
Here, around here with Pittsburgh and everything, that's pretty neat. The one that I did that really stood out to me was Chief Wallaby as a post 12 at 9-1 odds.
Okay.
So I might be riding with Chief Wallaby.
The Puma was another one.
Solid.
Further Ado. Further Ado seems to me like a classic horse name. Renegade, not so much, because they usually, a lot of them seem to have, I don't know the first thing about horse racing, but I do watch the Derby, but they seem to have those two-word names, and, Further Ado is one, but a lot of folks are in favor of Renegade, and maybe it's not just the Pittsburgh thing, but nationwide people are saying Renegade may be the horse to beat. I don't know.
Well, I feel like with this, as with any sports, when you think you know something, it goes the exact opposite way. So if all this money's going on Renegade, I'm inclined to kind of play the field and go somewhere else.
I have watched the Derby over the years. As I said, I'm not a gambler. Well, I'm not a horse gambler anyway. But I went to my first Kentucky Derby party just a couple of years ago. I'd never been to a Derby party, and I went to one at an event here in Charleston. And, man, people really, really go all out for the costumes and the things that go along. I guess the Derby is kind of one of those things that, like, let's say the Super Bowl or NCAA Final Four or Daytona 500, these things that even casual fans will pay attention to.
It's a bucket list item. My family has always said they want to go to it, so hopefully in the future they can make their way there. But, I mean, yeah, even for casual fans, it just has that draw, that cachet to bring people in, and yeah, even casual fans
People
like you
watch
and
it.
I.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll tune in and we'll see these things happen. So it's really neat.
And I haven't checked the weather there, but our weather here is going to be fine. And generally, they're not that far away, so I'm going to presume that the weather there should be okay.
Yeah, it's not too hot, but not too cool at the same time. That happy medium is kind of what we've been experiencing this week. I could get used to this weather.
All right, let's switch gears, talk a little baseball. What's the Mountaineers up to? What's Marshall been up to here as of late?
A chance for these two baseball teams, both Marshall and West Virginia, to make some hay this weekend. West Virginia is hosting Kansas State in Morgantown. Kansas State in that middle pack of the Big 12. West Virginia has kind of fallen off of the regular season title race, but seriously a chance for them to make a run at a top seed in the Big 12 tournament and see what happens there. Max Yell is supposed to come back tonight, the number 1 starter for the Mountaineers. And so if he's able to go after exiting that last start with shoulder discomfort, that'd be very interesting to see how he does for the Mountaineers. And then on the Marshall side of things, it's a lot of teams in that center part of the Sun Belt. Marshall could find itself out of the postseason or back in the postseason conference tournament because they're in a 5-way tie right now for 6th place in the standings, and they're taking on James Madison this weekend.
All right, so I want to talk a little Major League Baseball. The big story, I think, in West Virginia has been J.J. Weatherholt. I mean, and what a tear he's been on, playing in the majors right now.
Absolutely. I mean, his homecoming couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah.
The Cardinals get the sweep of the Pirates at PNC, a 4-game sweep, and Weatherholt was a big reason why. He had a home run in the 9th inning of the first game against the Pirates, and then obviously against Paul Skeens, who's considered to be, if not the best pitcher in Major League Baseball. Top 2 or 3, and he goes yard on him. It was a fastball. Jeff Jenkins and I watched it up in our newsroom.
Yeah.
He tried to lay one in there 2-0, and Weatherholt said not today, and he sent that deep out to right field. Just a tremendous start for Weatherholt, and he's making a heck of a case for NL Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I know we're early in the season, and I was joking with somebody about that earlier on the show about we don't – I'm a Reds fan, and we don't necessarily get excited about our division in April because things happen over the summer. When you're a Reds fan, Pirates fans could probably relate to that as well. But the Reds have been off to a good start. I think Jeff and I were talking about this. I think they won the most games in the month of April in the history of the franchise or something like that. Don't want to put the cart before the horse, but this team's been playing some pretty good baseball.
Absolutely. And the NL Central is a very interesting division this year. Even some of the teams that you maybe thought weren't going to be doing much. Think about the Cardinals. They were projected to not do very well this year, but they have a nice young core of talent, and they've been really showing up. Your Reds have been doing the same thing. If you have a player like Ellie De La Cruz and all these other stars, Sal Stewart and others, the Pirates have kind of been a surprise too. They're in last place in the division, and they're 500 overall. I don't think you would be saying that about an NL Central in years past. It's kind of a better division this year than it has been recently.
And already we're starting to see managerial changes. I know it looks like Mattingly's in Philadelphia now. And I've never gotten into the whole, love or hate with the Yankees or the Dodgers or some of those big teams. I don't really have, other than other teams in the Central. Being a Reds fan, I don't really have a strong feeling one way or the other about the Yankees and the Dodgers, some of the teams. But I've always respected Mattingly, and I think the game is better when he's in it, and he'll be managing Philadelphia, it looks like.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the first time hearing of that, but that'd be amazing if he's back in the game because he's one of those names that you associate with the game of baseball.
Donnie Baseball.
It's great, and obviously that's the business. I mean, Philly had such great success under Rob Thompson, but 10-game losing streak this year, and the Phillies scuffling. Decide to make a change. That's the business.
And I will mention that if you're a minor league baseball thing, the Charleston Dirty Birds are back at Gomart Ballpark this weekend. And tonight is Jason Williams' bobblehead night. And Jason Williams is going to be doing a meet and greet there. Tomorrow, the Runaway Beer Truck, Owen Schmidt, is going to be at Gomart Ballpark for the Dirty Birds game. He'll be doing a meet and greet. So anytime you can get some homegrown West Virginia talent, Jason Williams, a great career, and then you get Owen Schmidt. Owen Schmidt's just going to be one of those legendary characters. I mean, great player too, don't get me wrong, but one of those legendary characters in the Mountaineer football lore. Not bad if you're into the wanting to meet your stars, because again, Owen Schmidt tomorrow night, Jason Williams tonight over at Go-Mart Ballpark.
Yeah, no pun intended. The Dirty Birds really hit it out of the park with their promotions this year. I was over covering the unveiling of the promotional schedule a couple weeks back. Obviously, these bobbleheads that they have this summer, Jason Williams, they got a Mothman bobblehead later this summer. It's just a fun time at the ballpark. And obviously, next week, too, got to keep in mind Marshall and West Virginia will be dueling on Tuesday at Go-Mart Ballpark.
And that's
so for
sold
fans,
out, I think. I think it's sold out right now because, and look, my Thundering Herd, you know, West Virginia has laid it on them twice, once in Morgantown and once in Huntington, and so they'll be playing again on the 5th, as you said, at Go-Mart Ballpark. That game, I do believe, is sold out. I'm not a big NBA guy, but this morning I get up and I flip on the TV and, you know, half awake, and I saw one of the scores in the NBA last night that the Atlanta Hawks just got blown out. What was the score again? Do you have it in front of you?
140 to 88, I want to say, but it was really bad quickly.
And the Hawks, I think, are done now, right?
They're done.
All right. So, again, I'm not a huge NBA guy, but LeBron James, I mean, this guy is just kind of defying age and everything right now, and playing with his son.
He certainly is. Game 6 is coming up. The Lakers have a chance to move on to the second round. What you said is exactly true. He's defying age. There's a reason why they call him the king. He just is a once-in-a-generation talent, and the game's going to miss him when he's done. But I think the Lakers
I don't know when it's going to be, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys like Tom Brady where age doesn't seem to apply. He just continues to go. Tom Brady had several more years left in him if he wanted to continue quarterback in the NFL, but obviously hung it up. LeBron could be in the NBA for several more years at least.
Yeah, I heard a discussion the other day on something I was listening to. They were talking about there's always this battle in basketball, just like in football and other sports, who was the best. And you have those who are in the Jordan camp, and now those who are in the Magic or the Kobe or you know, LeBron or any of these, or even going back, you know, to a lot before that. But somebody had said something about Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time, and somebody else countered and said, well, LeBron is still playing at the top of his game in his 40s. Jordan was not doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I like Michael Jordan, he was not doing that.
Yeah, and it's hard to, because the game has changed so much ever since Michael Jordan played. I mean, Pistol Pete Maravich set all those records before there was a three-point range in NCAA. Think about if he had done that with the current game, he would have had so many different things. So it's not really, it's apples to oranges.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like if you don't have Jordan, you don't have Kobe, you don't have LeBron James, because they just pick up where the other left off. That's what the GOATs do.
Yeah, indeed. Which Jack Carlson is here with a weekend sports blitz. NHL, my Pittsburgh Penguins, they came back. They tried.
They fought hard.
I mean, because in those games, and they literally fought in several of those, because it's hockey and it's Philadelphia Flyers, and you know Philly does what Philly does. But you know, they came back from down, I think 3-0, and they came back and they tried to make a series of it, but they lost the other night.
Yeah, they won a couple of games to force a Game 6, and obviously the Penguins have been on and off in recent years. It was great to see them battle back and get up off the mat. And yeah, the NHL playoffs are always exciting each and every year. And an interesting note this year, the Oilers, who have played in back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, they got eliminated last night, so they're done. They're going to have some fresh blood in the Stanley Cup finals this year.
All right, and NASCAR, they're in Texas this weekend, and everybody's favorite villain, Carson Hocevar, won. He's like the modern, well, Ricky Stenhouse is still racing, but he's that guy that everybody loves to hate, and he got a checkered flag last week in Talladega.
Yeah, a lot of my friends were texting me. He wasn't really too popular in my group chats the very least.
He's not.
So I think that's kind of a sample of what everybody is feeling. But hey, somebody's got to win, so got to do what you got to do.
All right. Jack Carlson with our weekend sports blitz. It's going to be a great weekend. Again, Kentucky Derby. We'll be keeping a close eye on it. Follow us at Metro News Sports on social media, and, of course, at WVMetroNews.com as well. You passed the audition.
I appreciate it.
So you've stepped into the shoes of Daniel and Jim Workman, our good friend from the West Virginia Sports Writers Association, of Wally and Wimpy's, which, by the way, they are having, I'm going to plug in, I think this is the weekend that they're doing their big thing over at the Town Center and the West Virginia Sports Writers Banquet, and putting people in their Hall of Fame and whatnot. So big shout out to Jim. And also, who else? So Tom Bragg has also done the Sports Blitz. And I was going to say dearly departed, like he's dead. He's not dead. Aaron Parker's doing really well in another life right now, but Aaron Parker's. So we added you to the list of the sports.
I appreciate it. It was my pleasure to talk ball with you, Dave.
All right. Jack Carlson, it's 2:23. We'll take a break. Come back after this. Stay with us.
We'll be right back. This is Metro News Midday. Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Nasal obstruction, stuffiness, blockage. Is it allergy? Is it sinus? A lot of times it may be both. The Delview Medicine Sinus and Allergy Center is a clinic where we house all specialties that take care of allergies and sinuses together. You name it, we have it. It's one-stop shopping. Anything ENT that needs done for the citizens of West Virginia, we can provide that care.
Sunshine, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Cava Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off or lease as low as $399 a month. $7,500 off the new BZ or 0% financing for 72 months. We've got a Toyota for you at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
Looking for a show that talks about everything? You found it.
By the way, I'm really happy to talk about this as opposed to Ryan's opinion that being a sports fan is a bad thing.
He said that it kept him from being stressed about it, not that it was a bad thing, that he didn't have the stress. And, I mean, I've seen you pace.
Yeah, you're only 30 and you look like that.
So true.
Join Dave Weekly and Coop weekdays for Hotline on Metro News Television.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
In 1914, the same year the first commercial flight soared and the Panama Canal opened, Greer Industries was born. Herbert and Agnes Greer began in Morgantown, West Virginia, striking the first pick into the limestone formation that would become the backbone of one of the state's great industrial legacies. From the roads we drive on, the buildings we build, and the communities we serve, Greer Industries has been delivering quality for decades. At Greer Industries, we've been improving lives for more than a century.
Longer days, warmer drives, and better deals at Dan Cava GMC. Hit the road in one of our new luxury GMC Acadias. Take your pick from our massive selection. Now up to $5,500 off select new Acadias and 3.9% for 60 months. The great deals continue with our large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. All this and more at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world.
Welcome back to the show, 226 Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com. Ryan Nicholson in charge of things across the glass. Apparently, there is a party somewhere that producer Stephanie Pauly and co-host Amanda Barron were invited to, and Ryan and I did not get the invite. It's a girls' night, a girls' weekend somewhere, but they left the guys in charge of things today. So here is my assignment for you. You know, we do Open Line West Virginia every day on the show after 2:30, and as normal, I get texts throughout the show, bank them all, then I read them all back between 2:30 and 3 after the news. And I know I have my normal stuff about, President Trump and things in the news and so on and so forth. And I will get to all those. But I've been toying with this idea about on Fridays doing something a little bit different. I'll get to all those, and I promise you I'll get to as many as I can. I'll put it that way, either phone calls or text. But maybe something a little bit fun. And it would have been good had I thought about this before I just opened up the microphone, and I would have had a basic idea of what I wanted to do. I know National Bugs Bunny Day, I think, was like a day or so ago or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to look up, see what today's national day is. But a buddy of mine who's in Clarksburg just sent me a text of his lunch. And he actually suggested, he said, hey, you should try to feature these guys on the lunch spot. So I got that, and I will take a look at it. I don't know what it was he sent me a picture of, because he didn't say. He just said it was pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe on Open Line West Virginia, I'll just ask you what you had for lunch today. I don't know. Just something on Friday, or what are you planning on cooking this weekend? Because I can talk about food, during the entire show. What's on your menu this weekend. I'll say this, hard-hitting radio here. My wife made an incredible pot roast in the crock pot yesterday with the peppers. You got to have the pepperoncinis in there, and you put a little Italian, a little ranch seasoning in there as well, but with the beef and the potatoes and the celery and the onions and everything. It was pretty good, so I will have to give a shout-out to her on that. So that's what I had for lunch, or for dinner last night. For lunch today, yeah, it was just I don't even know what I had. It was a sandwich. It's what I have every day, because I have to prepare for this show. You need to be prepared for that application for the West Virginia Scholar Program. Deadline is Sunday night. Go to WVMetroNews.com, WVMetroNews.com. Hit the Apply Now button. Deadline is Sunday night. One junior is going to get a full ride to West Virginia Wesleyan, everything included in this year's installment of the West Virginia Scholar Program, presented in part by Greer Industries and by the West Virginia Hospital Association. Deadline Sunday night. Applications available, WVMetroNews.com. Open Line West Virginia coming up. And now we'll go to the Metro News.
Today's Metro News television forecast is brought to you by Greer Industries, improving people's lives for more than a century.
Meteorologist Joe Hansel here. New day and a new month. Happy Friday, May 1st. It's been a cold end to a very warm month for us in Charleston. Likely had our warmest April on record. Mean average temp of 62.8 degrees, beating out April of 1954, the warmest one. Records in Charleston since 1901. Had a high of 58 yesterday, well below average for that. 16 degrees below. Average highs around 74. For today, there is going to be enough for a chance of a passing shower yet. Light to moderate rain and a general thunderstorm is possible Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Again, some of us to the east had the frost and freeze. Earlier this week, we had the severe weather and record rain. Today, some general showers and storms are going to be possible, favoring northern West Virginia. Fly CRW forecast, it starts at home on elevated fire danger in areas of Florida today. Very warm, high near 93 in Orlando. Atlanta near 71 with a chance of a shower. From Panhandle to Panhandle, highs near 60 or so. Chance of a passing shower this afternoon, this evening, ending at some point tonight with the possibility of a general thunderstorm, and lows in the mid-30s again tonight. Eastern areas, chance of a shower later in the afternoon and evening, still potentially tonight. So if you're up late, keep your eyes on a radar. Highs ranging from the 40s and 30s this time. And east to western areas, a lot of 60s in here with a chance for a few showers and a thunderstorm. Lows in the mid-30s to low 40s overnight. Still watching potentially some patchy frost for some of us this weekend. And to the south, highs in the ranks of the 60s, chance of an afternoon shower, low chance of a thunderstorm. Charleston near 68, 30% chance of a shower today. Weekend mostly dry. Monday is 2, some frost possible Saturday night. More favored for showers and storms next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, high near 80 on Tuesday.
In 1914, the same year the first commercial flight soared and the Panama Canal opened, Greer Industries was born. Herbert and Agnes Greer began in Morgantown, West Virginia, striking the first pick into the limestone formation that would become the backbone of one of the state's great industrial legacies. From the roads we drive on, the buildings we build, and the communities we serve, Greer Industries has been delivering quality for decades. At Greer Industries, we've been improving lives for more than a century.
If it matters in West Virginia, it's being talked about here.
I always said I was going to move to a mountain in Tucker County, but probably going to put a data center on it. So I got to find a new plan.
Oh, you did not.
Oh, I did. Told you I was a little grumpy today.
Oh, man, you got some zingers today, Dave. I love it.
Join Dave Wilson and TJ Meadows Monday through Friday for Talk Line. Available on mobile, Roku, Fire TV, smart TVs, and online at WVMetroNewsTV.com. With Metro News Hotline, if it's trending, it's probably here.
And then the other thing, his last name is one of those weird Norwegian names where they have two vowels that slam into each other. It's like the A and the E are like cemented into each other.
You're like the 12th Dave that works here. What do you think people from Norwegian think about that?
That is fair.
Join Dave weekly and Coop weekdays for Hotline on Metro News Television.
Better us.
This is Metro News Midday, presented by Salango Law. SalangoLaw.com.
Welcome back to the show. It's Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit SalangoLaw.com. We'll get to Open Line West Virginia here in a couple moments. Actually, I have a phone call to get to. We'll get to that. But I do want to post, I listen to social media where I do want to mention this. Story broke a couple hours ago from the U.S. Department of Justice. You may remember this accident that took place in August of 2022. And it was a tractor trailer, and it was in the northbound lane of the turnpike, and he crashed while crossing the Skitter Creek Bridge in Fayette County. And all kinds of chemicals got discharged into Paint Creek there, and it continued, for some time, caused adverse effects on aquatic life of the creek, including killing several species of fish. It also shut down the entire section of the turnpike for more than 12 hours. The driver of the truck was a gentleman from South Carolina, Moncks Corner, South Carolina. Dennis Eugene West, 58, has now been ordered to pay $266,444.86. I do not have any idea how they came up with that, but as part of his guilty plea, he also admitted that he was under the influence of alcohol at the time. He pled guilty on behalf of his trucking business of, among other things, being the negligent discharge of pollutants into U.S. waters. And he needs a GoFundMe right now because he's got, in addition to all the other legal trouble, financially, he's on the hook for $266,444.86 in that incident. Open line, West Virginia. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK-304. Let's go to the phones and let's talk to Jim. You're on the show. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, Dave. How you doing today?
Doing fine, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. People over the years listen to Jim Brown do traffic reports on WCHS and was very trusted with his information. Well, I wanted to call and say that I would like to see Mike Pushkins, incumbent, get back in office, and also Commissioner Kanawha County Lance Wheeler get in the Senate of the legislature, as well as the Reverend Kevin Bartlett, who is the minister at Maranatha Baptist Church at Sissonville. So I wanted to pass that on, and I know a lot of people believe in what I say, so that's my talk for today.
All right. Endorsements from Jim Brown. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. So we had an endorsement there for Delegate Mike Pushkin, who's State Democratic Party chair and delegate, who does not have, there actually is somebody running against him, I think. Also, we have an endorsement for Kanawha County Commission Commissioner Lance Wheeler, who's attempting to get elected to state senate, and also to Kevin Bartlett as well. So there you go, the endorsements from Jim Brown. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. Text says the tallest college player now in college hoops is 7'9". Today there are more and more 7-footers in college and the NBA. Isn't it time to raise the basket to 11 feet and have a 4-point shot if made before the half-court mark? Dr. Naismith, who invented the game, would probably agree. Your thoughts? Hadn't really considered it. But I do appreciate the text. Let's see. Text says, regarding Trump assassination attempt, the guy was stopped one floor away. He wasn't ballroom level, so the checkpoint was still a way away, says the texter. Text 2 things I will never support, Dave. Candidates who fill up my mailboxes and those who use AI for their commercials or posts, says a texter. More and more of that. More and more of that is going on. Text the new we also got to work on the new bishop's pronunciation, okay? Elvilio Menjivar Ayala. All right? Texter even kind of phonetically put that out there. And goes on to say that guy won't last long in West Virginia if West Virginians can't pronounce his name. I'm not going to do that. Text says, what happened to John McCain when he was a decent person and defended Obama's character? He lost. Lesson learned for every politician going forward. And that comes on the conversation that we were having about these negative campaign commercials and mailers and, you know, the excuse from some of the people saying, well, I don't have any say-so over what they say about my opponent. True, 100% true, but they can denounce it. They could say, look, I'm running against my opponent. I think that he or she is a decent person. We just are running for the same office. I'm distancing myself from the fact that they said he or she did this. I haven't seen a lot of people doing that. I referenced John McCain doing that, but I haven't seen a lot of people doing that in this race when they have the opportunity. Text says, wait. Getting elected to office is about helping people and positively impacting society? ? I thought it was about collecting donations and lobby money. Stupid me. Text, good riddance to Purdue Pharma. They're evil and practically destroyed West Virginia. Like you said yesterday, we are still living with it. Yeah. Living and working in southern West Virginia in the height of the pill mills. And, they are no more. Text, gas prices up again. Anyone else tired of winning so much on the Trump train? Text, it's sad when you can't even put political signs on your own property without them being stolen. I've never understood messing with people's signs, and it's gone on as long as there's been politics, as long as there's been sign. I was talking last night to a political candidate, and I'll leave their name out of it, but we were just having a conversation, and this gentleman is a candidate for the legislature, and he said, and he wasn't blaming his opponents in the race because he said, I don't know if they're responsible for it, maybe just supporters, whatever. He told me his signs have been not only taken, but they've been placed in cemeteries, which, I mean, you know, certain parts of West Virginia, they used to call that voter registration. But I'm just saying, why would you do that? I mean, are you that afraid of a sign? I mean, come on, do better. Do better, people. Text, if West Virginia Republicans can't get things done while they hold the supermajority, they'll blame Democrats who turn Republican with the help of George Soros, Obama, and Hunter Biden to stall efforts to make West Virginia in Trump's image. Is Greg Thomas, as a texter, trying to take a shot at Delegate Young again, or did he learn his lesson? I don't know. I'll talk to Greg shortly at some point and over the next week or so, and I'll ask him about that. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK-304. Text says, I find it very interesting that people are getting all patriotic and wanting to relive history as America gets ready for its 250th birthday, all the while liberals have been trying to erase history for years. Text says Trump's war in Iran is a punching yourself in the blank contest, and really, there is no winner. Text another day in Trump's America, and I, for one, Dave, am loving it. Text says take care of yourself, Dave, and pace yourself. I mean, if I went any slower in life, I'd be in a coma at this point. So, yeah, I'm good. I've had people ask me all the time about the cancer and everything. I'm good. I'm undergoing treatments 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and doing fine. Doing fine with it. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK-304. Text on your lunch spot. You should have asked that guy how to enunciate the new bishop's name. That might have been an idea. That might have been an idea. 2:43. We'll take a break and come back after this.
We'll be right back. This is Metro News Midday. Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Sunshine, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Cava Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off, or lease as low as $399 a month. $7,500 off the new BZ or 0% financing for 72 months. We've got a Toyota for you at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
Download Metro News Television on your iPhone or Android. Search Metro News Television in your app store. Create an account today to get alerts and watch all live and archived content. Download now.
I'm Sean Kovich, Mountaineer Golf Coach. When disaster strikes your home, business, or golf game, call the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
Nasal obstruction, stuffiness, blockage. Is it allergy? Is it sinus? Odd times it may be both. The Delview Medicine Sinus and Allergy Center is a clinic where we house all specialties that take care of allergies and sinuses together. You name it, we have it. It's one-stop shopping. Anything ENT that needs done for the citizens of West Virginia, we can provide that care.
Longer days, warmer drives, and better deals at Dan Cava GMC. Hit the road in one of our new luxury GMC Acadias. All this and more at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world.
If it matters in West Virginia, it's being talked about here.
I always said I was going to move to a mountain in Tucker County, but probably going to put a data center on it, so I got to find a new plan.
Oh, you did not.
Oh, I did. Told you I was a little grumpy today.
Oh, man, you got some zingers today, Dave. I love it.
Join Dave Wilson and TJ Meadows Monday through Friday for Talk Line. Available on mobile, Roku, Fire TV, smart TVs, and online at WVMetroNewsTV.com.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Welcome back. 13 away from 3 on a Friday afternoon. Metro News Midday powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com. Open line West Virginia 1-800-765-TALK. That is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. West Virginia on the rise. New businesses, new opportunities, and a strong, resilient workforce leading the way. Check out the full story, WVEnrich.com. A video presentation sponsored by Huntington Bank. Proud to be investing in the future of West Virginia. By the way, I told you earlier that a buddy of mine is in Clarksburg, and he sent me a picture of his lunch and said I should feature this place. We should feature it on the lunch spot. The place that he was dining, and I am not familiar with this place. Weekly probably is. It's up in his part of the world. Weekly, you familiar with the Bluebird in Clarksburg? He's very familiar with it. All right, so my buddy texted me a picture of the Italian beef sandwich from there, and I love Italian beef, so I love it. Actually, no, I said I love Italian beef. My wife makes the Chicago. My wife's from Chicago, so she does the steak sandwiches Chicago style. So good stuff. But I appreciate that. So my buddy who sends me a picture of his lunch, while I'm on the air. So I will have to check out the Bluebird in Clarksburg. 1-800-765-TALK. That is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. Text says, is it illegal to travel with a shotgun across state lines? What about people who bird hunt in other states? Where's the constitutionalists to defend bringing your guns across state lines? Does the right to bear arms end at state lines? Text, gas prices will be $10 by the 4th of July. Thank you, Trump, says a texter. Text says, Florida guy Dave, the same people griping about gas prices won't hesitate buying beer, smoke, lotto tickets, energy drinks, tattoos, or wallowing in the bars and clubs, paying twice the gas price for a drink. Stupidity is a very expensive commodity, says a texter. Text, unfortunately for your caller, Bartlett and Wheeler are running against each other in the primary. I did not even catch that. I appreciate the texter. Our buddy Jim, frequent caller to the network show and also the local show I do in Charleston, was giving out his list of endorsements, and he apparently mentioned two people that are running against each other, and it went right over my head. I didn't even catch it. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. Text says, a Greenbrier Countian, I so hope someone other than the justices get the Greenbrier. Text, I'm looking forward to the Victory Awards at the Sports Heroes Court at the Charleston Town Center Sunday afternoon. I actually, we talked with Jim Workman, head of the West Virginia Sports Writers Association, he of Wally and Wimpy's, the state's premier sports publication, about that. And this is kind of Jim's, other people's baby too, but he's kind of taking it to a different level, having it at the town center. And, it's going to be this weekend. Tex went to early vote in Kanawha County today. Hardly anyone there. Sad that people don't care enough to vote. It's going to be light turnout. It's 100% going to be a light voter turnout. It always is, in the primary, non-presidential year. And, it's not going to be a high turnout. Text, missed the email address. How do I nominate someone for the wonderful West Virginian Award? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that's the email that we use for a lot of things here. If you want to nominate someone for the wonderful West Virginian Award, which we do during the 1 o'clock hour on Wednesday, or the lunch spot, which we do during the 1 o'clock hour on Friday, drop me an email, midday@wvmetronews.com, midday@wvmetronews.com. Text, all these people complaining about gas prices must not remember what gas was like under Biden and Sleepy Joe. Text says, they asked Ben Franklin to write the Declaration of Independence. He declined, saying he won't spend 2 weeks writing it to only have it edited by everyone. True story, says the text. Text, these political ads and flyers are stupid, but what do you expect from Republicans? Well, keep in mind that we're talking about the primary election, and there's not, with all due respect to one of my good friends, State Democratic Party Chair and Delegate Mike Pushkin, Delegate Kayla Young, who we had on the show earlier today, this election is about the Republicans in the primary because of the super-duper majority. Now, by the time the fall rolls around, it'll be different. And there'll probably be some nastiness out of the Democrats, too. That's politics today. Text says your wife would know Portillo's. Oh, yeah. She knows all about Portillo's, as do I. Hey, Dave. Well, hello. You better get back to Logan. This county commission race is getting ugly. I followed it. I follow the politics in my home county, of which I have not been in. I mean, I've been there, but I haven't lived in Logan County in 12 years. But I know all about it. I've been following it. It is kind of an ugly election down there. Text said, all these people saying that Trump faked the assassination attempt, would you say the same thing if it was Sleepy Joe? Text, I'll be so glad when the election is over so I can turn my TV back on, says the text. Well, I hope it doesn't go for radio. Text, Dave, the Bluebird catered my wedding years ago. I lived and worked in downtown Clarksburg for years, went there often. It's delicious, says the texter. Well, there you go. An endorsement from the texter. Text, easy way to know who to vote for on election day. Anyone who sent you a lying piece of mail, throw it away and don't vote for whoever put it out. It's that simple. Final text of the week, and it's a great way, and I appreciate it. It's a great way to end it. Hey, everyone, it's Friday. Have a great weekend. Couldn't have said it better myself. It's 2:53. We'll wrap it up after this.
If you have a child who's a junior in high school in West Virginia or know someone that does, please listen up. Here's your opportunity to win a full scholarship from West Virginia Wesleyan College that includes room, board, tuition, and fees. The 19th Annual West Virginia Scholar Program is presented by ZMM Architects and Engineers and the West Virginia Farm Bureau. The deadline is May 3rd. For details, go to wvmetronews.com to apply. That's wvmetronews.com. Remember, application deadline is May 3rd.
We'll be right back. This is Metro News Midday. Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Download Metro News Television on your iPhone or Android. Search Metro News Television in your App Store. Create an account today to get alerts and watch all live and archived content. Download now.
Touchdown! Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
In 1914, the same year the first commercial flight soared and the Panama Canal opened, Greer Industries was born. Herbert and Agnes Greer began in Morgantown, West Virginia, striking the first pick into the limestone formation that would become the backbone of one of the state's great industrial legacies. From the roads we drive on, the buildings we build, and the communities we serve, Greer Industries has been delivering quality for decades. At Greer Industries, we've been improving lives for more than a century.
I'm Sean Kovich, Mountaineer Golf Coach. When disaster strikes your home, business, or golf game, call the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
Nasal obstruction, stuffiness, blockage. Is it allergy? Is it sinus? A lot of times it may be both. The Delview Medicine Sinus and Allergy Center is a clinic where we house all specialties that take care of allergies and sinuses together. You name it, we have it. It's one-stop shopping. Anything ENT that needs done for the citizens of West Virginia, we can provide that care.
Sunshine line, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Cava Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off or lease as low as $399 a month. $7,500 off the new BZ or 0% financing for 72 months. We've got a Toyota for you at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
Download Metro News Television on your iPhone or Android. Search Metro News Television in your App Store. Create an account today to get alerts and watch all live and archived content. Download now.
Couple of minutes away from the top of the hour, about to close it out. I know you do the segment weekly, the Beer Friday, right?
Hashtag Beer Friday,
All right,
433.
We were having our own off the air here. You know,
It was spirited.
It was spirited. We see what happens.
No pun intended.
When Stephanie's not here.
I know.
We just have a frat party. That's basically what we were doing. We were talking about beer off the air there. So
I got Ryan upset at me, didn't I?
Yeah. What did you do to him?
I just said a comment about how well the show was going with no producer today. And
what do you think he does in there?
I didn't really think the thing through. I didn't really think it through.
He just.
I know you're surprised when you hear that.
He just hand gestured you. I'm just letting you know. I just gave you the hand gesture there. No, Ryan.
I can only imagine.
Ryan is, and again, this may be the second time I've used this line on the show today when I had Jack Carlson in here from Caddyshack. I'm no slouch myself. Don't kid yourself. You're a tremendous slouch. Yeah. Now Ryan produces. He of course produces and helps and co-hosts your show.
Well, we've created the Ryan stands.
Yeah, you got that. And
right.
He does the local show here in Charleston. Ryan is an MVP, buddy.
Well, at least you're not in trouble.
Yeah. And remember, he's the one that put you on the air.
I'm trying to figure out the implications of this.
So what he could, in effect, do weekly is he could, instead of he could air something in there, with foul language or something, and people say, "Well, do you hear what Dave Weekly played today?" So it'll be
Don't
on
give
you.
him any ideas.
He's writing it down as we speak. All right, what you got on the show today?
You know what tomorrow is?
Derby Day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Somebody finally has recognized around here that it's Kentucky Derby Day tomorrow.
Yeah.
So will you watch the Derby?
Okay.
And if you had a horse in the Derby, what would you name it?
All right. I wish I had more time because I could come up with something. Folks, have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Have fun. Love somebody.